Hello friends, I am Dr. Sadeep. Welcome to our channel. In this channel, I'll be focusing on the homeopathic subjects, how to practice homeopathy, and how to understand the academic sections of homeopathic subjects. So I'll be making videos on these subjects, including organon of medicine, philosophy, materia medica, academic interests, and also practical interests of applying the academic whatever we have studied in our colleges. So I have already made videos on case taking, case evaluation, rubric formation, and today I want to talk about this repertorization. So this is a session I want to make you clear about this repertorization. So repertorization, why it has been originated in homeopathy. So Hahnemann, our masters, felt a need for the book which can include all the symptoms of the provings. So in our provings, all the patients produced thousands of symptoms. To note these symptoms accurately with the circumstantial things, aggravations, ameliorations, and the drug affections of the organs, of the systems. So they made a systematic arrangement of these symptoms in the repertory. So it is very difficult to remember so many thousands of symptoms in each individual, and it will be very impossible to memorize and find the medicines. Due to this reason, they have organized all the symptoms in a systematic way with the grading of these symptoms. So this is one of the finest thing what our masters has done. So in this repertorization, as you know, each rubric has many remedies. So these remedies are being graded with the modalities, with the circumstances, with the PQRS. So these are being graded so that these symptoms will indicate you to form the portrait of a disease or the portrait of the patient in an accurate way, so that we come to the conclusion where the patient needs an individualistic totality of the patient representing in this repertorization. So whenever we do repertorization, we will be having a proper rubrics. So these proper rubrics are being categorized as mental rubrics, physical generals, PQRS, and common symptoms. So these common symptoms are of not much importance in our repertorization. Whenever a common symptom has been graded with the PQRS, will becomes a general. So this to be remembered in this repertorization. So this was the need of the repertorization book, or we needed a tool in which we can totally organize and systematically grade the symptoms, each symptoms of the suffering patient, so that we can come to the totality of his individual remedy required, and we can also form the total picture or the portrait of a picture exactly what he will be matching according to the mind state, general state, and his particulars. So this is been done by our master. Whenever you come across a case, we usually take the case properly and then evaluate the case and then form the rubrics. And these rubrics, if you form properly and repertorize the medicines, what we get in the totality, in the numerological totality and the mechanical totality, we will get will not be of much importance. This is one of the things a beginner should understand, beginner homeopathic practitioner should understand. We have developed this repertorization by our softwares so that it will be very easy to repertorize nowadays. Unfortunately, software has a lagging of its own, because softwares are also being controlled by our students or the person who is operating. So if he is not giving a proper information of the symptoms, exactly what the patient is telling, then the repertorization will be wrong. So the repertorization with software, without software, will not make much difference in the repertorization. So in my understanding, repertorization can be done according to the patient, what the symptom he is presenting with. So if the patient has many generals, then we must not go with Kent repertory or any other repertory. Boger-Bonninghausen will be the more proper repertory for the generals whenever you find general symptoms or a general rubrics in place. Whenever you find PQRS symptoms, concomitant symptoms, then also this Boger-Bonninghausen repertory is one of the best repertory to repertorize the case. So another one thing what I wanted to tell is, whatever the repertory you require for each individual, depending on his symptoms, we must have the proper repertory to choose, and accordingly we must repertorize that case. So here there are so many repertories we usually come across. One is Kent repertory, Boring-Bonninghausen repertory, and Boger-Bonninghausen repertory. So there are around 5 to 6 masters who have created a wonderful systematic arrangement of these rubrics, of these symptoms in the form of rubrics, so that it will be easy to find and easy to evaluate the case, easy to repertorize the case. So depending on the case symptomatology, depending on the patient, depending on the totality of our case taking, we must choose the repertory is one thing. And another thing what we must focus is, each rubric has many grading of the remedies. That is, one will be having 3 marks, 2 marks and 1 mark. So each rubric has this different grading of the, not neglect that if it has a lower grading, we must not skip that. So this is very important in repertorization, because the repertory is not telling that by grading the symptoms, the remedy in a lower grade will not be required for the patient. This is one of the very important thing a beginner homeopathic medico should understand, because what we will do is, whenever we take a case, whenever we repertorize, the usual medicine or the usual remedy coming up in our software or in our repertorization page will be like all Polycrest will be coming out in the first 5 grading of the symptoms. First 5 ranked remedies will be arsenic, sulfur, phosphorus, calcareous carb. So such is the totality of the medicines which wherever you come across, the Polycrest will be peeping out in the repertorization. So how to repertorize then? And always it is not suitable that sulfur is the medicine for the patient indicated, or it may be phosphor is not always indicated, arsenic carb is not always indicated, calcareous carb is not always been indicated. Repertorization give a group of remedies wherein the picture of this patient is matching, approximately matching. We must after repertorization of the case, you must take these 5 which are more indicated remedies, then we must detail about this case, so that each and every facet of the patient is matching or not. So this is one of the very important thing what I wanted to make it clear for you. And another thing in repertorization is, repertorization is done mechanically for the numerological totality of the symptoms. That is totally wrong. We are individualizing the case before us. So here whatever the rubrics we are choosing, whatever the signs or the symptoms we are formed into the rubrics are very, very important. So whenever a common symptoms attached with the modalities and the PQRS symptoms becomes the general rubric, which is physical general rubric. So this will be changing the total portrait of the disease, portrait of the picture of the patient. So here what I wanted to make you clear is, in repertorization, if you can get the individualistic rubric of the patient and make a totality of the required individualistic medicine for the patient, then it will be miraculous, the results will be. So whenever you get a 5 or 6 remedies on the first 5 to 6 ranks, these are the mostly indicated remedies for the patient. In those 4 to 5 medicines, we must go in detail and we must see to it that it is matching exactly what he is telling, what he is suffering with. And another one thing in repertorization you must note is, what is the general physical structure of the patient, what exactly his miasmatic condition is, what exactly the miasm which is dominating in him. According to that also, this 4 to 5 medicines, whatever you are getting on the top ranking, can be sorted out and only one medicine can be given to the patient. So if it is antisoric medicine he is requiring and he has more antisoric miasmatic background picture, then antisoric to be given. And if he has antipsychotic dominating, then antipsychotic medicine to be given. If it is antisyphilitic, then accordingly we must choose the medicine whichever is ranking on this 5 ranks, whichever the medicine is coming. Like that we can specify the remedies. We must individualize the medicines by repertorizing the case. So this is an introductory class for this repertorization. So each repertory has its pros and cons, has its strength and weaknesses, has its specialities. So I will be taking each repertory into consideration and how these repertories can be used, in which case it will be more useful. We must see to it, then accordingly we must use the repertories. So this is all today's session, friends. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to our channel. Like this, I want to make a beginner homeopathy or a medical student, medical graduate of homeopathy, so that whatever the process we are doing, we must do it properly, scientifically, systematically, and we can come to the proper required medicine to the patient, so that magical homeopathic response will be there, so that patient will be happy, you will be satisfied, so that homeopathy will be understood in a proper way. So this is my total goal to make this video, friends. So if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to our channel. This is all today, friends. Thank you. Take care. Bye.